Just got this little portable inflator sent to me today, and this is from a company called LASFIT Air. Let's open it up and take a look. All right, now it comes with a little instruction manual. Initially, it just gives you kind of a little rundown on how the tool works, which is pretty self-explanatory. But they also give you a few warnings here. Just make sure you use caution when unscrewing the hose from the inflator after it's used, because it can get pretty hot. It also says during inflating, make sure that you don't block the little vents in the side, and before you use it, make sure you fully charge it. So I already opened this last night and got it charged up. Let's take it out and I'll show you how to use it. In order to turn it on, you have to press and hold the power button. Those little LEDs will chase and then it will turn on. So it takes 3 seconds to press and hold to turn it on. And to turn it off, same thing, press and hold for 3 seconds, and then it says off, and the unit shuts off. Again, we're gonna press and hold. Now, if this is stored in the trunk of your car, it's nice that that's not gonna accidentally turn on. It's nice that you have to press and hold that. You can see it's got the little car icon right here, and it says 35, so it's set to 35 PSI. If we wanna change that, that's the button down here on the bottom. You can go through each mode. There's 38 PSI for a bicycle, 40 PSI for a motorcycle, 8 PSI for a ball, and then custom basically starts at 100 PSI, but you can go all the way up to 150 PSI, and this will also go all the way down to 2 PSI. We'll go back to car mode, and that's probably where I'll use this. If you want to change the output or the final output, you can just use this plus or minus, and this goes up or down by a half PSI. Let's go down to 32. I've got a 67 Mercury Cougar here, and what I'm gonna do is deflate the tire and see how long this will take to get that up to 32 PSI. Now, if you do wanna change the unit of measurement, you just have to long press this key right here, or press and hold. See it change to bar. Let's press and hold again. Let's go back to PSI. That's what I'm used to using. So now here we have a needle to inflate a ball, a little nozzle if you're gonna inflate like a raft or an air mattress. Looks like we also have the Presta type of valve stem fitting. And then we've got a couple cords here. So this is to charge it, for example, or you could also use this as an out cord. Let's go around here on this side. Now it says we have 3 4,000 milliamp hour batteries built into the unit. And that's the thing, is this also doubles as a battery bank. Let me show you the end here. So we have the USB-C, that's an in port, and then the USB-A is out. We'll test that with an iPhone here in just a minute, but also wanted to show you we do have an emergency light. To turn on the emergency light, it's this button right here. Just press it once and the light will turn on, and then you can cycle through. It's got an emergency flashing mode. Press it again and it will go to an SOS mode, and then press it again and it will turn it off. Now for the power bank function, I just wanted to do a quick little demonstration or test here with the USB-A cord to a Lightning for an Apple phone. Let's plug that in and see if that works. Right there, it says it's 84% charged, and you can see that the charging icon is on. That's perfect. So it is charging. Now, if we flip this around on this side here, this has got the cooling vents, but this also has the little plug-in for the DC cord adapter. So this will have to be plugged in to a car or a vehicle with power on, and then you can power on the unit, and then it should work as a regular plug-in type of inflator. Now, here's something that I thought was pretty neat. Now, this has our little quick connect, which I like that. But take a look, this has 2 inflator tubes, or 2 inflation tubes, a red and a black one. I just thought that was really neat. Really surprised that they included 2. So, you know, if one gets damaged or overheated, or for whatever reason just doesn't work, you've got a backup with you. So I thought that was really neat. Let's go ahead and try the black one first. And then we'll insert this side into our inflator. So that's just a press and twist. You can feel a little click when that locks into place. But let's give this a try and see if we can inflate a car tire and how long it takes. Right there, we're at 31.5 PSI, and that's right about where I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a screwdriver to deflate this completely, and then we'll bring it back up to 20 and then 32 and see how long that takes. All right, let's see what kind of PSI we have right now. We're at 0.0 PSI, and you can see it's completely flat. Yeah, I know that's not good for the tire, but for the purpose of this test, I'm willing to sacrifice it. So let's go ahead and connect this. That's pretty easy. Just squeeze that and push it on to the valve stem. And then we're gonna turn this on. All right, now I've also set up a little stopwatch on my phone. So as soon as I hit power, this is gonna start inflating and I'm gonna hit start right away. And the thing I like about this unit is it displays the actual PSI and the PSI that it's going to shut off at or that it's set to. This is going to automatically shut off when it gets to 32. So I'm gonna hit power now and then start. That speed is very impressive at just about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go from 0 all the way to 32 or even slightly over. So very impressed with the speed of this. This has got a dual cylinder design. I think that's why it's a little bit faster than some of the other inflators that I've looked at. I'll put the cap back on. Now I'm just gonna let that cool down for a few minutes before I attempt to disconnect the hose. All right, now we let that cool down for a few minutes. Let's just disconnect the hose. And that's nice and cool to the touch now, but pretty neat that it comes in this nice little case. I mean, it's a perfect little package and you can just tuck that in, put that either under your seat or in the trunk of your car. Just the other day, I got a call from my daughter. She got a flat tire right after purchasing brand new tires. It was actually leaking from the valve stem that they had replaced. And this is exactly what it looked like when I showed up. It was completely flat, rim was on the ground. Luckily, I had an inflator and I had the ability to pump that up. Having this with you in the back of your car or in your trunk, it's just so handy to be able to grab that and go help somebody out or help yourself out of a jam. I mean, if you've got a flat tire, that can mean the difference of you getting home in half an hour or waiting 2, 3, 4 hours for a tow truck to come in and help you. Now, I always like to have a jump pack or some jumper cables. I like to have an inflator, and I really like the fact that this is also an emergency power bank and an emergency flashlight. If you carry some tire plugs with you, most of the time you'll be able to even do a temporary repair on your tire, or if it just means airing it up to get a little bit farther down the road or to get home safely or to a safer place. Especially I've got some younger kids driving. I'd like them to have this with them because if I can't get to them right away, it would be really nice if they can at least pump up their tire and get to a safe location. Just want to say thanks to the company LASFIT for sending this to me in exchange for this quick little unboxing and review video. Definitely does what it's supposed to do, and I was very impressed with how quickly it inflated that tire on this 67 Cougar. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll get a link in the description where you can pick up this exact same inflator as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.